Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome back. It's been so long since we've done
Yeah.
this.
So many
True.
eons. I mean, what was it? Week or two? Yeah. Weeks.
Yeah.
Let's go with that.
But
Eons
weeks,
ago.
And the galaxy far, far away.
the vast
No, we're not
emptiness
allowed
of
to use that.
space.
I tried.
We just gotta break it up.
A long time ago,
And you
in
say,
a galaxy far, far. Anyway,
that works.
Yep. Clip it.
well, Ulu and Syra, go ahead and get some inspiration. You're looking very in character tonight.
Ooh.
I am inspired.
Yeah.
No wonder you guys never have to do a recap. Gotta dress up.
Still waiting for the Blorf suit to make a comeback.
I don't know how I'm going to do that.
I've got my wig. I just don't want to wear it.
Maybe the
That was
Blorf
brave.
suit's more in the winter when it's actually cold.
Yeah.
No.
It was just difficult in general.
Breakage.
It's tight.
All right. Fair.
Form fitting.
That's for Vlor fan service only. Yeah.
That's right.
Go to vlorfans.com.
Yep, you gotta check out the Initiative Impossible OnlyFans site for that.
That's right.
Maybe that'll be a Patreon.
Otherwise, we gotta buy Blorf a cup.
I feel like that would stand out more in a gelatinous man. Like, what's that
Oh.
floating near your crotch?
It's just my extra limb that I can make
Yeah.
every
I'd rather
turn.
have it be a shape than the actual forming. That's a bit much.
The forming.
You know what I mean. Whatever.
It's an extra arm. Anyway.
Yes, please
Yep.
continue.
So tonight we'll be starting our official Spelljammer campaign of Light of Xeroxis.
Mm.
Well, we had our bit of a prologue with Spelljammer Academy, a fun little adventure from D&D Beyond. So got to level up our characters a bit and get a feel for them. I figure, Syra was happy to get Fireball now.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh yep. So you were able to meet at the Spelljammer Academy to learn the ways of, spell jamming from experts. Basically got a bit of a crash course in things, had some adventures, met some people, made some enemies, made a few friends that might have been enemies. Hard to say.
Made some love.
Oh, yep, that too. Yep, man.
And he rolled pretty well, too.
An instructor.
did.
Oh yeah, Lulu's just been a champ with rolls somehow on very unexpected things.
We had fun harassing people's parents too. It was a blast.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and you all got to meet Cyrus' parents.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and you got your little partner Toto, the gazer.
Toto. Toto.
Yep, little Toto. Yep. So you've completed your spell jamming tutorial, more or less. You're officially licensed spelljammers, and you named your little group the the Star Lancers. My mistake. The Star Lancers. Yep.
Skybacks.
Cool name.
The Skybags. No, the Star Lancers.
Yeah. Sky, stars. Kind of like, gotta aim higher. Well, so I'm your dungeon master for the night. Yeah.
Oh, official.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Oh yeah. I'm rolling out the bling tonight.
I see that. You're going all out. Look at him.
Yep.
Fancy
really
hat,
gotta-
shirt, and all.
I gotta take it easy on my wallet.
That's right. Hey, you got a pillow recently. You're good.
Oh yeah. Thank you for that. It's a very nice pillow.
Ooh.
GameStop has a sale. We also got matching Deadpool and Wolverine best friend charms.
Oh, yep.
Aw.
Oh, you were going to say
Yeah, I don't
bunny
have that on me
pajamas.
right now.
Yes, those things
Oh,
are
yep.
legit.
So we've got Brian as David Idlebright, Astral Elf Bard. RJ as Ulu, the GIF, Ranger, and Love Machine to some.
Love machine.
Also Chef. Got a
and
feat for
Chef.
that. Yep. Jayla as Syra Ember, the Astral Elf cleric of Kusuth, the Fire Lord. That's not concerning at all.
No, not at all.
And Josh is what was it? Wait, suddenly Blorf.
Kallo.
It's alive.
Plasmoid.
Blorf the Plasmoid. Oh yeah, Blorf Mondula. That's wait. I don't know why I was blanking on that.
Oblongata.
Yep. Plasmoid monk. So yeah. A slime guy who fights with his fists.
And Pete.
Interesting combo for sure.
Kung Fu Fighter.
Yep. Kung Fu fighter. Made out of Plasmoid. But yep, so after completing your training at Spelljammer Academy, you set out to find your own way into the wider skies beyond the planet Toral. Some of you have already journeyed there before. Some, like Syra, are hoping to get out there for the first time and see what the space and astral seas and beyond can offer. And so your adventures have taken you now to a coastal community, just to get a feel for the locale and hopefully find some spell jamming vessel you can all hop aboard on and find your own spell jamming vessel at some point to really just set out and find your own way. So it's a nice coastal community. Local fishing boats share the harbor with trade vessels from far and wide. Lately, however, everyone seems to have been discussing this deluge of falling stars that lit up the evening sky for the past several nights. Some say these celestial events are omens of impending disaster. Others believe they are precursors to the gods descending from the heavens to walk the land. No one knows for sure. Yeah. So you've just finished your midday meal, and Ulu decided to stop by a local blacksmith to get his new musket engraved with his name for it, Squirrel Squasher.
Squirrel Popper.
The SS
Squirrel
Popper.
Popper, my mistake. Yep, so this blacksmith is carefully working along, engraving Squirrel Popper into the side. And he's, telling a bit of gossip to you as you wait on him. Tells you about how he was awakened last night by a loud crash. And according to the smith, this crystalline vine just burst out of the ground and punched a hole through the roof of his neighbor's bakery. Must be divine punishment for the bad pies and steep prices, he says with a bit of a nervous chuckle. Suddenly, however, the earth shakes violently beneath your feet. You hear the dull roar of a distant eruption. The smith and several others hurry outside. Joining them, you see sinuous crystalline vine erupting from the ground a few blocks away, as seen in the nice large image. Tall enough to be seen above the
Ooh.
rooftops. Screams of panic rise from the same direction. Like that. Sailor stands in your midst and says, "Think it's time I return to my ship. You're welcome to join me. It would be wise to flee as well." With that, she makes her way to the docks. The ground churns again and more eruptions burst through the streets all around you. From these sites sprout smaller crystalline vines that uproot themselves, begin lurching through the streets, driving panicked citizens before them, while the enormous vine in the distance stretches ever taller. So, yep, you have the second image of those figures appearing.
Ah,
Okay, zoom in for me.
zoom, focus. There it is.
There we go.
Oh,
Yep. So, walking vine creatures.
look at these things.
Yep.
They look cool.
They do.
Yeah. Well, as someone
They
once
look like
said,
spaghetti
that would be
trees.
so cool if it wasn't about to hurt us.
Yeah, exactly it.
Yep.
Very neat.
So, at least about, oh yeah. With that, the blacksmith tosses Squirrel Popper over to Ulu and just runs out yelling, "No charge!" and runs away.
Thanks.
Freebie.
With that, there's at least 6 of these vine creatures walking around now, going after random people and just latching onto them and seem to be draining the life out of them practically. So, what do you want to do?
How
We
about
can't stand for this.
we try to save the people?
Indeed. Was that you with a
All right.
gun?
We'll never know. Let's go.
All right, roll for initiative.
Right. Right.
Initiative. There we go.
That one. What's it for?
22.
22.
Oh, who will win? Ooh.
What's your initial? Oh, we're rolling again for that? Okay.
No, it did it for me.
I was gonna say I should go based off our initiative modifier.
All right. Well, there's at least 6 of these. We'll call them astral blights near you at the moment. Currently a little distracted by the people they're attacking, but with that, David Idlebright, it's your turn.
Okay, and we can't see anything, right? So we're gonna go based off of just
Well, you can see them. They're relatively within distance, like 30 feet to 60 feet at most.
Okay.
They're currently just going for easy pickings, random people that are struggling to get away.
Oh, that's no good. Are they all grouped together, or are they all various distances?
A bit grouped together. They're kind of herding people towards each other. Like within 60 feet at most again. So
Okay, well, I'm going to cast a cloud of daggers on whatever one is in the center.
nope.
Is there a map I should be looking at?
Nope.
So we're going by theater of the mind for now.
Oh, okay.
All right, let me roll. I don't know how
Imagine
grouped they are, but if
Dragons.
any of them are 5 foot within each other, they're going to take 64 worth of damage, just so you know.
Ooh, wow, 64. Okey-doke.
Yep. 3rd level, baby.
You don't hit all the civilians.
13.
Jimmy, no.
Oh, and that's no AC thing or
Nope.
dexterity roll? Okay, wow.
None of it.
All right. Let's see that one. That one. And that.
And when they
Yep,
start
with
their
that, you
turn, they'll be taking 6 more d4s. And lastly, sorry, you're doing your thing, but I'm also going to do Bardic Inspiration on Ulu.
Mm-hmm. Doubly inspired.
That's right.
with that, you summon your cloud of daggers that swirls around and hacks away at least 3 of these blights. They don't make a sound though. It's just like you're chopping up a living plant or something, and they at least notice as they start kind of angling their heads towards you, but there's no screeches of pain, there's no hisses, they're just eerily silent as they start eyeing you.
Hello.
Creepy.
Ugh.
Yes, very much so. Ulu, you're up next.
All right. I'm going to aim at the farthest one to the right and blast him with. Wait, how far away are we? My range is 40 feet.
Furthest one is 60 feet.
All right. I'll shoot one within my 40 feet range, so I don't suffer any disadvantage. Prepare the shot. 20.
hits.
And I'm going to roll my damage for the squirrel papa. For 9 damage. I'm going to roll an additional d6 as my fly beans swarm him. Get him, boys!
Hey.
For an additional 2.
Take a chunk out of this blight with your squirrel popper, and just mostly seems to get its attention, and it barely even cares about these fly beings buzzing at it, even if they are also chipping away at him.
Also, remember you got that motor potential with my bardic inspiration, so
What does that do again?
you can either add to your ability check, your attack roll, or your saving throw.
Okay.
If you do with attack roll, they have to make a Constitution saving throw of 16, or they take thunder damage equal to my bardic inspiration die.
I think I only have one attack action. I do have 2 actions.
Oh, if you attack, you can still add it. It's fine.
Okay. So I'll quickly reload my squirrel popper, and then I'll blast him again.
Just starts blasting.
21
Oh yeah, that hits.
for 10 damage.
Oh, you've
Okay.
really let loose with Squirrel Popper and just blow a big old hole through this Blight's chest, but it's still just standing there staring at you.
Use the attack roll.
I'll use the attack roll. So he needs to take a Constitution save, right?
Yep. If he fails on it, he
11?
nope.
Ooh.
All right, roll a d8 then.
1d8 coming right up. 6.
There you go. 6 damage.
Well, this Astral Blight's about to take a step towards Ulu, and then all of a sudden there was a big old blast of thunder from the shot you took, and it just scatters its vines all over the place. As
Spin
it's,
my rifle around on my finger and blow the smoke out. Good. Bad. I'm the guy with the gun.
well, and with that,
Indeed you
Toto's
are,
up
Ulu.
next.
That's
Who
it.
just
That's all I
kinda
got.
glances around, going, gun, gun, gun.
Get him, Toto.
Get him, get him. All right, let's see. I raise. All right. Toto takes a look at one of these Astro Blights and fires off his telekinetic ray. So strength saving throw. Ooh, come on. Ooh, succeeds. And yep, so no go. The Astro Blight just takes root practically. And the other one, ooh, is Frost Ray. Ooh, that could be good. Dexterity saving throw. Oh, wait, wrong one.
This is Toto's turn, right?
Yep, Toto.
Toto.
Okay.
Toto destruction.
Ooh, dang.
That's good.
There you go.
Make a t-shirt out of it. Quick.
Yeah. Toto destruction.
Well, despite the fact this Astral Blight like rooted itself to the ground to withstand the telekinetic ray, it's still agile enough to dodge the frost ray.
Hmm.
Really interesting conundrum there. Yeah. Yeah, Toto says sullenly,
You
as
tried.
he unfortunately didn't quite get them.
That's okay. Hey, perfect, my boy.
Yeah.
Well, the Astral Blight that Toto was aiming at now starts making his way over to you.
Was this one of the
tries-
ones that was in my blades?
Nope, this one was a little off to the side.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's fine.
They're coming up.
I'm double checking.
Stomps its way over to Ulu, and whips out a vine at him. No, and misses.
Hmm.
Whips out another vine. He has several. This time he hits.
Oh, I wasn't ready for it.
No.
You take 9 radiant damage.
Hey.
The vine burns at you, and see, now you got to escape its grapple. So either, let's see, acrobatics or athletics to get out.
I have advantage on athletics. I'll use that one. Yeah, natural 20.
Oh yeah, manages to whip around you, but you then just roll with the whip and slip right out before it can do more damage to you. Thing of beauty.
I have this real quick. I don't know where I got it from on D&D Beyond, but I got this thing on here for whenever I roll a natural 20. Has anybody seen the D&D movie? The newer D&D movie?
Yeah.
You know that big fat red dragon? He comes
Yeah.
flying onto the screen, eats my natural 20, and then flies away. It roars at me and then flies away.
I love it.
I don't know where I got it from.
Nice.
I assume a promotional thing from the movie.
It must be.
I want it.
He just comes in and he started roaring, and so I was having a difficult time hearing you over top of this stupid fucking dragon. All right, sorry.
Well, with that, one of the Astral Blights who's within range of the Cloud of Daggers starts moving.
Mhm.
So that one takes another hit from the Cloud of Daggers.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna get to that real quick. Cloud of Daggers. 16 damage.
Well, takes a step forward and gets reduced to little chunks of vine. It just gets absolutely shredded like a slap chop.
Bye bye.
Into the wood chipper.
Yep.
Oof, that's Scott. Mm.
Well, then another Astral Blight who's caught within that range. So,
16 damage.
well, you guess what happens to this one?
Looks like they're all falling to pieces. I'm
Well,
clever.
The third one kind of seems to glance at what was left of his companions, but he still takes a step forward. So roll again.
18.
Okay, this one's an even finer chop to pieces as you just thoroughly shred it.
We went from Julian to Shred.
Sorry, I had to cut your time short.
Well, that leaves the Astral Blight left that Toto missed, and it's Cyrus' turn.
Well, I want to go after that one, and I want to try.
Fireball.
I really do want to try. It seems like overkill, but I just got it, and I really, really want to use it. So I want to try Fireball.
Oh no.
It's a Dex of
Yeah, you do.
16.
Okay. Oh wow, Nat 1. Yeah, this thing is hit.
Oh,
Yes.
Lord.
It somehow managed to trip over its own vine.
35 damage.
Holy moly.
Well, yeah, you just apparently took a great issue with Toto missing that one, so you just hurl out a fireball at this one Astral Blight and
Mark
just
that.
completely incinerated as a big old blast of fire engulfs much of this area. Luckily, out of the range of your group, but at least a few panicked citizens come away with a couple of burns and singed clothing as they flee from the flames. Luckily, they were already fleeing from the Astral Blight, so, there is that.
Am I reading that correctly? Does it say 8d6?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Fireball, man.
Fireball.
There's a reason why I was like, I don't care what's in the room. I cast Fireball. That's why.
Mhm.
Worth it. Finally got to use it.
Well-
Congratulations.
Thanks.
You cast something other than what was that spell? Eldritch Blast, everyone.
E-blast.
I don't know what that spell is. Dulo.
Dulu.
Well, with that, Blorfbong Dula, and all of a sudden, 6 more Astral Blights start crawling out of the pavement.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Ew.
Yeah.
Maybe we
Oh.
should take down the big vine thing. Maybe it's the source.
Indeed.
Hmm.
I'm starting to wonder if maybe we should follow that lady back to her ship.
Well, The astral blights start moving towards you, but thankfully they are not fast. So if you put some effort into it, you could probably outrun them. You could also keep fighting them.
Yeah, we're gonna try to outrun them, maybe. Because they're just popping out of the woodworks, literally.
Well, yeah. One of you suggested checking out the vine, and the other one suggested going to the dock. So, choices or other options if you want to throw them out there.
I'd hate to leave this town in such a distraught fashion, but we may have to find the root of the cause. I myself would like to check out the vine, but I'm up to discussion. We do have our fearless leader, Ulu. What say you?
Does it look like we can get to the vine?
Oh,
I kind of
there's
want to check that out too.
yeah, it'll take a bit of effort to make your way through the panic crowds and dodging some of these astral blights. But yeah, it's pretty clear where this vine is, and it's at least not, a great distance away. It'll just take you a bit to get there. It's at least
Okay.
pretty clear where it is in town.
Well, I think I agree with y'all. Maybe we should head to that vine there and chop it down.
Sounds fun to me. Let's
Chop it
move forward.
down.
All right.
Hit it with a chooty chop.
You just, at a brisk pace, make your way away from these astral blights as they quickly give up on the chase and just start shambling around looking for easier targets. You dodge your way past several more of these creatures as local guards are trying to fight them off as panicked citizens are fleeing them. You also see just random people getting caught in these things' clutches, and just the life seems to be getting drained out of them by them. It's really just pandemonium throughout this town. But you eventually make it to this vine growing in the center of the settlement. It seems to have crashed into a bakery where it buried itself in the ground. It's about 50 feet wide at the base, and it rises almost 1,000 feet in the air and still looks to be growing. It's made of a strange iridescent mineral. You can't quite make out what type it is at the moment, but it's at least a vine or a crystalline vine, much like these astral blights, just on a much bigger scale. Oddly
Okay,
enough, none of these astral blights are congregating near the vine.
Hmm.
Hmm.
so it's just a big vine. It doesn't look like these, like a gigantic version of these astral blights.
No, it's like a bigger, thicker version, like regular vines versus Jack and the Beanstalk vine, basically.
Okay. I would like to do just a quick glance. Do I see any like entrances that these things are coming out? Like, are they spewing out of this vine? 14.
14. Well, best you can tell, they're not spewing out of this vine. The ones you fought seem to just kind of pop out of the ground somehow, but you're not really sure what the connection is.
Hmm.
Maybe by
Any-
chance we could follow the vine and figure out the source.
I think it's worth a shot.
Yeah.
It's got to go somewhere.
Climbing the vine.
Climb the vine.
Hmm.
You guys don't sound too thrilled about that.
I mean, how tall did you say it was?
Well, it's looks to be about 1,000 feet tall right
Oh,
now,
that's
and
it.
but it's slowly getting taller as you look at it. It's like visibly growing.
Hmm.
So it's coming from somewhere in the ground.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
It's 50 feet around, roughly. Still growing.
Yeah, it's starting to like slowly push away stone and pavement and buildings as it's just slowly shoving them aside as it keeps growing.
We gotta take out the roots.
As much
Indeed.
as much as I hate to say it, I feel like this planet is doomed.
We can't let this planet be doomed. There's got to be a way.
Knowledge history. With the 15, do I know anything about said vine? If I recognize it.
15 history.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I've been traveling the Final Frontier from time to time. Have I seen this kind of thing?
You haven't seen it, but it is sounding awfully familiar as some strange tales you've heard of people who talk about different planets that were supposedly afflicted with vines like this. And unfortunately, those planets did not last long afterwards, months at best, but they were just gradually drained of all life on them. And it's at least definitely adding up now that what you thought were just tales and folklore might actually have had some truth to them, because this is really a little too familiar now.
Hmm. Do I recall any way to get rid of these vines?
Unfortunately, that was not part of the tales. They were all very doom and gloom of vines grow on a planet and planet goes bye-bye, was the gist of most of those stories.
Well, folks, there's no easy way to say this, but every planet that I know of that I've heard of that's been afflicted by these here vines, doomed. The
Well,
life
we
choked.
weren't on them.
I refuse to believe this. This must be a way.
What if we cauterize it at the roots?
Oh, you mean fire?
Sarah, can you do an Arcana check on this root? Maybe there's something magical property that we may know about.
Stop it from
Sure.
growing.
Hmm.
14.
Uh,
Yeah.
you carefully look this vine over and you kind of feel across it. It's slightly warm to the touch and pulses with light. It's just very solid crystal. You honestly can't find any real imperfections almost in it. It's just like, most gemstones or crystals have that flaw in them that could be breakable, but this just seems thoroughly solid. You're not sure how you can make a scratch on it, let alone destroy it.
I want a necklace of it.
Unfortunately, you're really hard pressed to think of a way to damage it enough to make a necklace.
Are the crystalline creatures made out of the same stuff? Or the vine creatures, I mean?
Yeah, lesser variants of it, so you're at least able to smash them apart a little, but well, let's see. Ulu, make a survival check.
Survival. I'm a ranger. Oh, man. Teetered on 12 and flipped over to 2.
Ooh,
8?
okay. Yeah, suddenly you're a little blank on how do plants work again?
Plants. What are those?
I believe they need water.
Yeah, I've
Electrolytes.
heard of
That's
that.
what they need.
Yes, it's what plants crave.
Well, if anyone else wants to make an Arcana check,
I already did that.
Oh,
I check it with my fist. I use the
a
judo
bunch of-
chop right into the
8.
vine.
Hmm.
18 to hit the vine.
you hit the vine, and your hand just wangs against it and stops dead. It doesn't even shake. It just slowly keeps growing outward.
It's never happened to me before.
It's okay, buddy.
Hey, plasmoids
Yeah,
of a
like-
certain age,
Just kind of, my body goes kind of limp and droopy, like, oh.
I'm gonna
Sad.
grab my lute and I'm gonna play the song with performance. I'm gonna see if I can get it to stop growing through song.
Divine
Oh,
stance.
there's
Yes.
an idea.
Okay.
Tap the tree and try to find the resonance and then just match your tune to it.
28 on persuasion.
To persuade the crystalline tree to stop growing.
Yay!
You sing a really quite lovely song about acquiescing to your request and how it's so destructive and so devastating and how it would be just so terrible to do this to a lovely planet such as this. But unfortunately, it seems to fall on non-existent ears because it's a crystalline tree.
Doesn't
That
have
can't hear your music.
it doesn't have
It's,
ears like
it's still a
corn.
living thing. If it grows, it's gotta be living.
With the echoing of your song, though, it does kind of send a bit of a tinkling sound through the tree, and you start to hear it almost slightly echo below your feet, and you realize this thing has some very deep roots all throughout the planet already.
Hmm.
You gotta be kidding. Well,
That,
judging by the
It's-
echo and the reverb from the tree, I'd say this thing has got its claws in quite deep. I don't know what else we can do at this point. I'm at a loss.
What we
Me
can
too.
do is dig to the core. Anybody have good dig skills?
I could thunder wave us into the ground a couple of times.
What do you think, Captain? What do we do?
Yeah, I've heard of a spell called Shatter. Do you have that spell by chance?
No.
Me
Damn.
neither.
I could mock it, I could mend it, but I cannot shatter it.
the vine is still growing, and the tremors it creates as it grows outwards are also growing louder and more destructive. You can hear buildings start to collapse in the distance.
I
Lulu
think
might
at
be
this
right.
point we may have to move.
So
we
far, we
might have
cannot
to-
defeat.
We might have to abandon ship
Damn.
to a different ship and get out of here.
Nah, I'm just gonna look on in sadness and be like, all right, it's time to go.
Yep.
We've done what we can.
So you're gonna try and shoot for the docks then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Shame.
Up with a bit of downcast looks, you make your way through the city again towards the docks, and still much of the same. People running around in panic, some like you heading towards the docks, others trying to take their chances just outside the city somewhere, but just a big mess as everyone is trying to get anywhere away from the vines and these astral blights. Well, scene at the docks is equally chaotic. Hundreds of people are swarming the piers, trying to push their way onto 3 vessels that so far haven't yet set sail. 2 of them are longships and 1 a galleon. A group of thugs, however, in black leather armor are using their clubs on the crowd of screaming commoners, keeping the people away from the ships as they're loaded with cargo under the supervision of a sneering man with long red hair. Hang on, I got a picture of him somewhere. Yeah.
Darth Vader? Oh, that's one above it.
Long red hair. I don't think he had
red
that
hair.
even when he wasn't Darth Vader.
He was a brunette.
Yeah, I put him together in Hero Forge, so credit to Hero Forge.
Oh wow.
1,
Notice-
2, please don't sue.
I would say no disclaimer.
No, I don't have that on hand right now.
Oh,
They
7
never did get back
seconds.
to me about sponsorship.
It happens.
Yep, so he's directing all these thugs. Meanwhile, a woman steps out of the crowd and wipes some blood from her chin. Oh, glad to see you again, she says with a smile. I'm Captain Ilana Sartell, and one of those ships is mine. Yeah, I can't reach it. Would you be good enough to help me? I promise to return the favor. Yep, let me toss her up there too. Yep, Captain Ilana Sartell.
For such a
Focus.
lovely creature such as yourself, I see no problem with that. I'm sure we can grab that ship, no problem. Would you mind having extra passengers upon this vessel at all?
Oh, I'd recommend it if you were helping me aboard my own ship. Then certainly I'd take you on as passengers. I was quite willing to take more of these scared folk aboard, but unfortunately that gentleman there, Travis, I believe his name, decided he'd rather commandeer my ship and escort some of his fine wares instead of fine people.
Oh, well, that just won't do. Lives over objects, in my opinion.
Agreed.
Yes, I am quite fond of objects, but yes, in this case, I would certainly prefer some of the lives over the objects.
Indeed. Well, let's make quick work of this and let's go get your ship back.
No, you see the now named Travis just kind of presiding over things as he watches at least about 6 of his thugs carting crates aboard while the rest are holding back the crowds and just again beating them over the heads if they get a little too uppity.
Oh, they're about to see uppity.
Fireball.
I don't want to ruin the ship.
Also,
Oh, yeah.
like I said, lots of innocent people.
Yeah.
I just don't want to ruin the ship.
A thing for ships.
Who's gonna talk to him?
I'll handle this.
I thought you might.
As a
The,
gentleman.
the charisma master.
Yes. Why, hello there, you red-headed scallywag. My name happens to be David, and my party here is the Starlancers.
Yeah, I'm
this-
not particularly interested. I'm just trying to get my cargo on board. Come on, fellas, hurry
Well,
along.
Excuse me,
Place
sir.
is falling apart at the seams.
I'm going to cast Charm Person.
Let's not make fun of red-haired people today.
Yeah, why not? You're blonde and red-headed. It's a mixture. Which is kind of weird for your race, but you do you.
That
I'm a
wisdom
rebel.
saving throw.
16 wisdom, yes.
Okay. His eyes go blank for a second as he just suddenly looks at you like you're his best friend. Oh,
Now-
hey, yeah. What was your name again? You, yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
good to see ya.
David, long time. I know, it's been forever. Old friend, old pal. It seems here this happens to be the lady's vessel, and all those items on there don't seem to be living, and there's a lot of people who probably would like to escape a dying planet. So, I mean, as your friend, I can say, as a conscience check, you might actually want to have these people on the ship instead of items. And I will
Okay,
say that lives are a bit more and cost more than personal item belongs. Blah, 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 blah. As I just spew your nonsense.
Okay, so just run me through what exactly does charm do? I mean, I know it makes them more agreeable to you, but
Yes. They blah, 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 blah. The charmed creature regards you as a friendly acquaintance. When the spell ends, the creature knows it was charmed by you.
oh,
So
okay.
he views me as a buddy. If you want, I can roll persuasion.
Yeah, roll it with advantage since you're his friend right now.
Well, that's 30. And that's 29. I have
Well,
a plus 11 on persuasion.
Let me just roll just to see. Okay, 6. Yeah, you have thoroughly persuaded him. Like, wow, damn, yeah. Hey, come on, you heard David. Yeah. Hey, come on. My best friend had a great idea here. Come on, fellas. Let the people on board. We got plenty of room. We could always get more stuff. We could never get more people. People are the greatest treasure of all. Yeah, David, you got this figured out, man.
Known each other for years, haven't you?
Oh, of course. I mean, it didn't take much. He already knew. He's a smart guy, aren't you?
Oh, David, you charmer, you. Ilana just eyes you with a very fond appreciation and gives a
Yeah,
slow clap.
I do a charming bow, and then I just put my hands in. Your carriage awaits, madame.
She tips her, non-existent captain's hat to you, but yep, saunters up the steps, and plenty of people get brought on board, thugs as well. No. Well then, welcome to the moon dancer, my friends.
Nice name. It's quite a vessel.
Yep.
Do you get to see what the moon dancer looks like?
I actually don't have a picture of it, but yeah, I'm not sure why they didn't include it. It's a nice galleon, though. And, if you now go to the map function, you'll see a diagram, at least, of the moon dancer. So, best I got. Sorry.
Diagram.
Ooh,
Yep,
this ship's
so-
actually really pretty. If this is the ship they're showing me. All right, I'm
Yep,
going to the
so-
picture. The map.
Now, the crystalline vine coils upwards, practically scraping the sky. From the harbor, you can see similar vines miles from the settlement now to have it also just burst out of the world and are reaching skyward. As the moon dancer clears the harbor, Captain Sartell stamps her boot hard on the deck and yells, "Flapjack, take us up!" Suddenly, the galleon lists and creaks as it rises out of the water and into the air. You realize now that this wasn't a regular galleon, it was a spell jamming galleon. So the world falls away beneath you as the moon dancer just flies through the clouds and into the starry abyss of night. Yeah.
Impressive.
All those
Everybody's
poor
just
people that got left behind.
Well, yeah, there's good maybe 300 or so people that managed to get on board at a rough estimate, and they're all definitely looking off the side, just looking rather upset over what they're leaving behind. At the same time, some, kind of glad
Just,
that got escaped, but it does not look good down there.
just imagining the other people on the other boats like, yay, we can fly away, and they're just regular boats. No.
Yeah. Make a perception check.
Grab a
19.
robo. Oh, we're so safe.
Yeah, you look down and you see plenty of people on those boats kind of eyeing the things like, wait, what? Can these things do that? Can what? I, uh, did someone, what?
We're saved. We're doomed.
Ulu, I was going to pat you on the back and tell you a nice little speech about you can't win every fight, but after that analogy, I'm kind of perturbed. So I'm just going to leave you with your own thoughts. That's what I'm going to do. Leave you with your own thoughts.
And how long does Charmed last?
Oh, that's a good question. I cast it at, was it level 2? So
Yeah, they're kind of on the boat with us. That's going to be annoying.
1 hour.
Okay.
Ooh.
Well, we're not quite at an hour then, so you're good there. Yeah.
Well, Captain, where are we
Oh,
headed?
Well, as you stand on the deck of the Moon Dancer, you can see scores of these crystalline vines just erupting from the surface of the world. Some of these vines reaching high enough to break through the clouds. You find yourself now sailing through a void filled with colorful gases and blinking stars. School of space-dwelling fish swims past the ship on starboard side. Oh, yeah. Little fishies like this.
cute.
Oh, welcome to Wild Space, says Captain Sartell, sweeping her arms wide. That was a close thing down there. Blast if I know what those vines are, how to get rid of them. But we know
Indeed.
somebody on the Rock of Brawl might.
Good question. I would like to set
rock
that
and
plant.
brawl.
Yes, the Rock of Brawl, bit of an asteroid city out far within space here. Anyone who's anyone that travels these spaceways seems to wind up there. Yeah, Captain, who'd you bring aboard? You suddenly hear a voice inside your minds chirp from somewhere. And, oh yes, let me introduce our Spelljammer, Flapjack. And out comes Flapjack as pictured.
Aww.
That is the coolest thing ever. That is my new friend.
I've known Flapjack for only less than a minute, but if any were to happen to him, I would kill everyone and then myself.
Yes.
Pretty
That's
much
exactly it.
Yeah.
Just by seeing this little jelly-looking guy in a captain's hat is the coolest thing.
Yar, Spelljammer Flapjack reporting for duty, Captain. Yes, Eddie's Flapjack. As you can see, we have quite a large, well, I wouldn't call them crew, but we have quite a lot of people on board right now. Oh, yes, oh dear. Wait, did we get the manual fixed? No, I'm afraid we didn't have time for that, Flapjack. We'll have to make do with the ballistas if worst comes to worst.
But-
Oh, of course, Captain. Of course, Captain.
If you don't mind, I might be able to take a look at that. I have some abilities in mending. If I do say so
Oh,
myself.
mending. Oh, lovely, lovely. Well, Flapjack, yes, show the gentleman the mangonel.
Actually,
That certainly would be helpful.
Elena, if you wouldn't mind, please. You wouldn't happen to have any extra lifeboats or anything on this vessel, would you?
Well, we do have a couple of silly boats, but I assume you want to save more people from the planet?
Oh, not so much that. It's to take care of some ruffians that may have climbed aboard this vessel.
Ah, Travis and his crew and his gang.
Indeed.
Hmm. Well, on the one hand, I'd rather not just throw people off board and, you know, after I've had them on board. On the other hand, he's despicable scum who was ready to leave people to die. So, hmm, I suppose putting him on a boat and letting him float away would be more merciful than he was willing to give to others.
Indeed. And it stops the mutiny from happening upon the ship.
Ah, yes, yes, those are always terrible.
Indeed.
All right, yes, Flapjack, why don't you show him to the silly boats first, and I'll leave you to, well, you're convincing. You seem quite capable at it.
Well, of course. I am a bard by trade, my lady. I am very cunning when I want to be. And I turn and I follow Flapjack. And with a little whistle and a little pep in my step.
Okie do. Oh, yep. Flapjack shows you where the so-called silly boats are. Basically, rowboats that can at least float a little through the air themselves. Not quite to the level of a spell jamming vessel, but you know, good for being out in wild space. And if anything, they could likely land safely on the planet if before you completely leave the atmosphere.
Okay. Well, with that, I don't know how much time I have left. I'm just going to ask Travis and his men that they may want to patrol by the boat back a bit so they can keep us from any more danger since they seem to be the most qualified in order to protect us because they're all strong, big, strapping men.
Well, yeah, I'm not even going to let you roll for that because I'm pretty sure with advantage you'd nail it.
Oh, if you really want to see, let's find out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 30.
Roll. Okay, yeah. You would
Roll around
definitely
and find out.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. Well, he's got just 6 of his thugs now. The other ones kind of got trampled in the big mess of people trying to get on board. So he's at least
Okay.
got less of his men. But yep, yeah, you heard David. Come on, fellas, let's guard some boats here. Got to make sure nobody's just hop on the boats and try to sneak away from us.
Indeed.
Uh,
Thank you so much for your protection.
okay. Right, boss. Yeah. They know better than to argue with their boss.
Of course. It's a good man.
Yeah, Flapjack kind of leans over. Oh, so what are you gonna do now?
Well, now we're going to let them just float off in their own little thing, and we're going to go mend a few things on the ship.
I like that plan.
As do I, my friend. I think we're going to get along great, Flapjack. I try to pat him on his head.
He kind of nearly flips from the slight movement as he's just floating there, but he takes it in good stride and just gives a little giggle.
Right then. Okay, off we go.
Well, yep, he shows you to the mangonel on the stern castle, and yep, Travis and his men are just floating off in a silly boat. Him proudly at the head of it, as his thugs look a little unclear of where they're going, but
Arrivederci.
Okay. So this happens to be the issue, huh? So, okay, first I have to know, how big is this terror break in this thing? Like, how bad is it?
let's see. Where does it say? Yeah.
Sorry, I'm taking away from you guys' time.
I know it said that somewhere. Oh, it's a pretty big mess. It basically looks like it got hit by another mangonel shot a few too many times, so it's pretty smashed.
Okay, I shouldn't have a problem with it as long as it's not bigger than a foot.
Well, it's like basically a catapult, so that's definitely more than a foot.
Well then, fudge. How much is a Mangalese? If I do the exact part, I could actually just make it
Oh, yeah, but it's like just thoroughly destroyed. They were basically looking to get a new one to start with. Uh, it's at least got 100 hit points, I'm finding here.
I'm really looking up the cost of it. I'm pretty sure I can make it. I wish there was like a inventory. Go ahead, guys, while I'm doing this.
He's attempting to repair the mangonel. What was the captain's name again?
Elena Sartell, or just Elena.
Elena. I'm gonna find Elena. Excuse me there, miss. You wouldn't happen to have a kitchen, would you?
Well, certainly, we have a galley and all sorts of things. Why, are you feeling a bit peckish, my friend?
I am, but my big worry is we got about 300 people on this here ship, and they're gonna start getting hungry. I am somewhat of a chef myself, and well, I figure since you were kind enough to let us on your ship, perhaps I could assist your cooks in feeding all these people.
Well, we don't quite have a cook, I'm afraid. A bit low on crew. Mostly just been making do with what we can make ourselves. But so, yeah, if you are a bit of a seasoned cook, I certainly wouldn't say no to that. We do have a bit of food on board, of course. Need to for long journeys, but yes, it could be tricky to make it enough for everyone here.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
might have to. I'm good at rationing, and we'll do some smoked meats, some jerkies. High uh, high protein dinners for everybody. Little ration bits, high calorie foods.
Well, that Travis fellow did get a couple of his crates on board. Maybe with luck, we could actually find some food among those. I mean, I'll admit it seems unlikely that he'd be shipping that. I heard he was a bit of a criminal, but, uh, maybe some fancy foodstuffs.
You never know. Criminals gotta eat too.
Indeed.
All right. I guess if you want to show me to the kitchen, I'll get to work.
All right. Well, uh, well, certainly, turns to the remaining members of your group. Well, make yourselves at home. Just, um, remember that it's also my home, technically.
Hmm.
And
Fair
she
enough.
leads Ulu to the kitchens.
What do you want to mess up?
No one on fireballs while I'm gone.
Damn.
Damn.
We could go
Well,
look in those crates they brought aboard for fun.
We test out some combo attacks.
On the crates, or
I don't see any training dummies around here, do you?
Yeah, let's go look at those crates.
Yeah.
all right. Well, let's see. Roll for investigation since you kind of need to figure out where you need to go for the crates.
18.
12.
Okay. Well, together you've got a pretty good idea of where to find the cargo deck and where to find these crates potentially.
We've been on a
So,
ship before.
well, yeah,
Once or
but
twice.
still. So you make your way to the upper cargo hold along with Toto, who follows along. And well, you come there and you see about a dozen healthy-looking mules, some sacks of food for the animals, as well as various crates that are placed a bit haphazardly. You assume those are the ones that Travis and his gang brought there. It's about 10 crates, mm, well, about hefty-looking things, like maybe 40 pounds each of them. So yeah, could be something interesting in those.
Okay. The last time we opened something, we got attacked.
Ah,
hmm.
true. It's been a while, but yeah, there was that crate full of Nayogi hatchlings.
Yeah.
Hmm. tap on one of the crates gingerly to see if anything moves about.
Okay, roll perception. See if you can hear.
God.
Could you liquidize your form through the top? Kind of peek in.
Well, you tap and you carefully listen, and you definitely don't hear anything making a noise in response to the tapping. Oh, that's good.
I think this one's good.
Uh-huh. Why don't you open it?
I morphed my head a little bit and squeeze into the space to look.
It's a bit dark inside the crate.
Do you need fire?
No,
You start
that won't be
sticking
necessary. I open it up just a wee bit.
Okay, do a quick athletics roll just to prop it open.
15.
Okay, yep. Carefully open it up, and looks like this one contains assorted martial weapons.
Oh.
You know, decent condition, good quality metal, nothing too outstanding, like magical weapons, but at least some decent enough weapons of a martial sort that, you could see, okay, yeah, this would be something you'd want to sell for wealth. So,
Hey, take a look at these. What do you think?
They're okay?
Yeah, they're not too bad, are they?
Kind of boring?
It's shiny.
Yeah. Let's open the next one.
Okay, your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna tap 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 and listen.
okay, you tap and have a listen.
And perception, is it?
Yep.
23.
Okay. Yep. You definitely don't hear anything responding back to the tapping. And as you're listening, you also can hear a faint sloshing coming from one of the other crates. Well, actually, a couple of the other crates. So you're actually now, as you're carefully listening, okay, the one you're currently have your ear up against, that's got a slight clang of metal. So you assume there's more weapons in that one. You also could hear some slight sloshing from another crate that's a little louder. So at least another one could have some liquids of sorts in them. And this one that you're currently listening to most likely has more weapons.
Okay, Blurf. Weapons. I think alcohol. So I'm gonna open one of the sloshing ones for alcohol. Yes. Priorities.
Priority.
Priorities.
Alcohol.
All right, quick athletics roll to prop open that crate.
16. Okay.
Okay, yep, easily. Yep, you prop open the sloshing crate, and inside there's carefully packaged bottles of brandy, what looks to be.
Ooh.
We're gonna party.
How thirsty are you?
Well, let's see. Roll a quick investigation.
You haven't seen my dragon's breath trick yet with my fire. 19.
Oh.
Okay, well, you do a quick estimate of what you're seeing here, and based on what you can see in this crate and what you estimate to be remaining crates, there's probably about 250 bottles of brandy, each one maybe 3 gold pieces worth. And compared to that, there's also, let's see, assorted martial weapons with a total value roughly around 1,000 gold pieces with everything you have there. So you do some mental math and you're pretty reasonably certain that's about what you've got here. Weapons totaling to about 1,000 gold piece worth, and yeah, about 250 bottles worth of brandy.
Okay.
Pull out my bag of holding. How much you want?
Yeah, I think Ulu would be mad if we didn't take all of it.
249 bottles.
How long would it take to take the lot?
I don't know. How much could bags of holding stretch and
That's
hold?
that's actually a good question. I honestly don't know. Let's see.
I think it's something like 9 cubic feet, something like
Is it
that, or
really?
18 cubic feet. Yeah, it's some enormous amount.
Yes.
64
like
cubic
100
feet and a maximum weight of 500 pounds.
64 cubic feet.
Okay.
my entire basement.
Boy. Well, let's see. How much would a bottle of brandy weigh? Jeez, they did not include this information.
Yeah, gotta be what, 24 ounces?
Uh,
Let's see.
okay.
2.1, wait, 21.9 ounces. Hmm. Yeah,
Let Ulu and Brian.
yeah,
go
you
while
guys do
he-
your thing.
Yeah.
This is gonna take a minute.
As I'm
Are you
chopping up,
guys literally escorting alcohol into a bag of holding and trying to figure out how much you can store in there right now?
No,
Pretty much.
not
I
crunching
mean, you were
numbers.
trying to figure out how
Is the
to.
said inventory
know.
not even yours from the lady who literally rescued you guys? Is that what I'm getting at?
Well,
It's from the evil dudes you cursed off the ship.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's fine then.
it's
Yeah.
fine.
We're gonna
Mor-
party. We're gonna share.
Morally, it's fine.
More.
while I'm
It's a
chopping up.
gray area.
Okay, and I'd say about an hour's passed now. So as you carefully listen, you hear in the distance, "Son of a bitch!"
I love that part. Oh, Flapjack. I'm glad you're here to share this with me. It's a good time. Unfortunately, this cannot be repaired. Due to
Oh,
the fact that the hole is too big, my friend, and my spells will not work on it, sad to say. I could create another one, but the problem is it would only last for about an hour, unfortunately, so
okay. Yeah, definitely save that for an emergency then.
indeed. At least we know that. Shall we return to the others then?
Oh, yep. Let's go. Well, actually, I should probably get back to the spell jamming chair. So I'll leave you to it. All right.
All right,
Talking to
well,
you.
Good talking to you too, Flapjack, my friend. And I guess I'll make my way back to the party to walk in the debauchery happening.
Yep. You go around asking if anyone has seen, well, a plasmoid and an elf, with a similar complexion to you. So luckily, that's not a lot of the people on board here.
You
Should I
saw
say this would be a very
nothing.
limited number.
Oh, yep. You're directed down below deck where you see them in the middle of, well, either you're still calculating how much you can carry or you're just piling bottles into your bag of holding already. I'll leave that up to you.
It'll be close to about 60
Excuse-
bottles.
Are you perhaps stealing inventory? Does Elaine know about this?
It's not hers. It's technically nobody's. They've been abandoned.
Indeed.
In these
So we're
crates.
adopting
Well, adopt me a couple bottles then.
Can do.
Not from our stash. You take from these.
You want a weapon too? I mean, it's a lot of those.
I left room for some of those.
No, thank you. I'm sure there's not much I could use. Unless they have something better than what I have, I should be fine. I'll just stick to the alcohol, please.
Deal.
All right. Well, Ulu, the captain shows you around the pantry and, directs you to where what passes for their kitchen is and basically just leads you to it because she's not exactly well versed in cooking. She
Well,
does note that she's going to check the cargo hold and see what else they might have in stock.
while you're down there, a perfect ingredient for cooking is brandy. If you got any, make sure you bring some.
Well, I'll admit I'm not sure how lucky we'll get with that, but it's worth a shot.
You never know.
So she makes her way down, and well, are you guys still piling in the brandy or just having a drink yourselves after
I think we
filling
got
up
them
your
all
sack?
in.
Got about 100 cubic feet left in the bag.
Oh, I see you've already helped yourselves to Travis's supply. Anything worthwhile?
There's martial weapons.
Ah,
Shiny.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose that could recoup some of my losses from this whole debacle.
There you go.
Buy a new weapon. Your ship.
Oh, I'm quite fond of the ones I have, but
For
yes,
your
I
ship.
suppose I could take a look.
Yeah.
And what's that over there?
Brandy.
The other crates? Huh. Well, that's an odd coincidence. Your Jif friend was just mentioning that he could use some brandy for cooking. I honestly had not expected to find brandy. And I also honestly had not expected Travis to be enough of a son of a bitch to actually pick brandy and weapons over people. But I suppose I shouldn't be that surprised.
Have a bottle and take it to Ulu. It's no problem. I'll carry it. We should go up to Ulu, guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Indeed.
Yep.
While we're
Got my
moving,
bag
I'm
stowed
gonna
away.
cast Glyph of Warding on one of the bottles.
On one of the bottles?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna whisper a word, and then I'm just going to put the bottle at my side.
I hear that word.
Well, roll for perception.
Yeah. 13.
I guess roll for stealth, Vivid.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, I want to try and hear the word.
It's bird. Bird is the word.
Damn it, I knew it.
10.
Oh, well.
No, you have just the slyest of whispers. It's like hard to tell you were actually whispering to begin with.
Or just puts it off as David talking to himself because he likes to do that.
He sure does.
He's practicing his speeches.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm not crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy. I'm not crazy. Kidding. I don't say that.
Oh.
But yes. Anyway, I just tie it to
Oh.
my side. I don't think I have a bag of holding, do I?
No, you took a +1 weapon, I believe.
Yes. That's what
What
it was.
did I take? Does anybody remember?
I believe you took a bag of holding as well.
Damn, I should have filled my bag too.
I think I took Ryback's cleaver.
Yep, as a
Hmm.
+1 weapon. Okay, yep, Syra, you had a bag of holding, Blorf had a bag of holding, and David and Ulu both took a +1 weapon. In
Yeah.
Ulu's case, Ryback's cleaver.
I would have rather had that bag of holding, but that's okay.
It's okay, I'll save
Oh.
mine for another alcohol emergency.
Have a smorgasbord eventually.
It's
Okay.
fine.
All right. Once we get on top deck, I'm gonna go find a barrel to sit on. I'm gonna go into a trance. I'm gonna hold my other bottle of alcohol in my hands and just sit Indian style and start staring into space.
On into a trance.
Yep.
Why?
You don't remember what we get as being astral elves?
Alcohol?
She's not well versed in astral elfing.
I'm really not.
She was raised on Toral, the planet below.
I
or
was raised
in the
on
distance
fire.
Lived
We
under a
can go
rock
on.
that was on fire.
Let me read this to you so you can understand how great it is that we're astral elves.
Oh.
You don't need sleep, and magic can't put you to sleep. You can finish a long rest in 4 hours if those hours are spent in a trance-like meditation in which you remain conscious. When you finish this trance, you gain proficiency in a skill of your choice and on one weapon or tool of your choice. Player's handbook. So basically, we get a long rest for a short rest period. So all of our spells and everything else reset. And on top of that, we gain proficiency in a weapon and also in a skill. And all we gotta do, if we have a long time, a period of rest, is stare into space for 4 hours.
Oh, yep, you do have a chance for a short rest, so I mean, I think that was usually a little tricky for getting things to recoup right last time we tried a short rest, but you can make it work for yourselves. Go ahead and take a short rest.
Well, I definitely want to do that that trancy thing like Brian.
Okay, so then technically that'd be a long rest for you two.
Yeah, let's try that. That's cool. I'm learning.
Yep, you see David going into a trance. You're like, what are you doing? Astral elf trance? What trance? I never heard of that.
How can you be
Just
an
copy
astral
you.
elf and not know this? Your parents must have been very lenient with your upbringing to not let you know some of our own traits from our own people. I envy you in that aspect.
I'm going to use one of my. Where is it?
And by the way,
Special-
I'm choosing acrobatics is what I'm proficient in, just so you know.
Oh yeah, I gotta pick one, huh?
Yep.
I'm going to use one of my special foods to give me an additional 1d8 hit points since I expended 1 hit dice for my short rest.
Athletics.
So I'm back to full.
Okay. Well, as you as you've made yourselves comfortable, the ship unfortunately slows as another vessel comes into view, approaching the Moon Dancer from astern. The pursuing vessel looks like a giant moth with wings made of iridescent crystal, similar in color and luster to the crystalline vines that ravage the world below, or, well, behind you at this point.
Ugh.
There's a nice picture of it approaching.
Ooh.
You can
That
just
thing
make
is
out figures on the
pretty.
other vessel's deck scrambling to arm the ship's mangonel.
Ooh.
Astral elves, curses Captain Sartell, then looks at David and Syra. Other astral elves. And these don't look friendly. Best ready yourselves for a fight.
This guy's got a cool ship.
I wonder if
Sure,
they know
why
about that
not?
meditation thingy.
We can only hope, dear. We can only hope.
All right. Well, then for ship-to-ship combat, we gotta do the side or the side initiative thing. So just one of you roll a regular D20, no modifiers, and we'll see who goes first in the fight.
We'll lose our captain.
Hello.
Hello.
Prepare to roll.
Prepare for battle.
17.
Ooh.
Oh, yep. You guys go first.
Aha. All
All
right, for
right.
a little
Well,
ship on ship action.
Ooh.
yep. The ship's starting to get close, so it's not quite within distance yet, but you could probably at least get ready to, get the ballistas positioned, or David might be able to get a mangonel summoned up or something.
Yep. That I can do.
How big is the
Unfortunately,
bear?
most of the people on the ship are just taking cover because they barely even know ships, let alone spaceships.
Yeah, they're
So
literally passengers.
Yeah.
It's more it's his like the size of a cannonball hit it, so I can't mend it. We can only mend up to
Mending
1 foot of
2.
damage. What?
I'm mending 2. So couldn't we combine our mending and get 2 feet?
Our powers
That
combined.
that sounds like a rule of cool if I ever heard it.
I
yeah,
don't know.
you've got the mangonel on the stern castle position, and there it's got about, well, at least 4 squares roughly. So that's 10 by 10 feet
Ah.
there.
Yeah.
Oh, never
Otherwise,
mind.
I'm down. I would love to try that, but
That won't work.
that will not work.
Okay, that's fair.
Let our powers.
Use me as a band-aid. I'll just ooze over it.
Oh, that's not bad. We could do that.
We'll just wrap blorf around it. I'm gonna holler to all the other people on the deck. Get down below.
So, do you want me to
Dangerous
use
up here.
performance of creation right now then to make this, or do you want me to wait till it's my turn? I forget how ship combat differs.
Well, you all basically uh, can choose your own turns now. It's just you're going to go first, and then the opponents are going to do their turns. So that way you could choose to work together on a ballista, for instance, which takes, 3 people usually to get ready and fire and all that.
Unless you got
So
someone with super fast loading, right? No, I'm just kidding.
yeah,
Were you gonna do
unfortunately,
that?
that didn't work there. But I did consider it,
Boo.
but unfortunately, it wasn't. quite that
They're
convenient.
proficient with ranged weapons. It's fine.
Firearms, not siege
Firearms.
weapons, unfortunately.
Boo.
We'll,
All right.
we'll have to fashion a cannon on the front.
I can do that.
How close is
All
this
right.
enemy ship?
I made I made it. I'll go first. I've made the item. That's my action, and I guess as a bonus action, I will give Sarah what's it called? Inspiration. You've got a mode of inspiration now.
Ooh. Don't be mad when I ask you what to do with it again.
It's already mad.
I was mad before. Now I'm angry.
I'm
Okay,
gonna have to write
so
a little post-it note over here.
you're fine. You can do an ability check, which you can re-roll if it didn't work. You can do it. You can add to your attack roll, which makes the Constitution saving throw a DC 16. If they fail it, they take thunder damage of 1d8 from my inspiration, or you can use it as a saving throw. Where the creatures the bardic inspiration die again, you can gain temporary hit points of +5 plus your 1d8, or you can use 1d8 to add to your roll.
Yeah, we need a flashcard.
Yep.
Okay.
Halfway through, my brain stopped listening. I'm sorry. Too much.
Oh my gosh, you kids. Go ahead, Rude, or whoever's gonna
All
go
right.
next.
Well, the Star Moth, as Captain Sartell identifies it, is currently headed towards your ship, but it's at least outside of its long range with the Mangonel. So you unfortunately wouldn't be able to hit it quite yet with the ballista, but that does mean you have the chance to get everything set up to be able to hit it.
Okay.
Okay, so it might be worthwhile to load
Yeah.
the
we can do
ballista.
that.
True. You can load the ballistas up, save a
Yeah.
turn there.
Yeah, let's
Let's
get
do
these things
that.
ready.
Yeah, it takes
Oh yeah, because
3 of us.
they take an action to load, an action to aim, and then an action to fire. So yep, you could at least get 2 of those 3 actions out of the way for the 2 ballistas that you have.
I will
We
prepare
also-
to aim.
I holler down on the deck. Are there any brave souls that are willing to help us out? Anyone?
Let's see.
6 of you. I only need 6.
Darn it, where did that say?
I think the captain promised gunpowder chili if you do this for him. Best in all the worlds.
Gunpowder chowder all around.
If I hadn't
keep-
used my attack or my thing to do whatever, I would have performance for you, but I
There's
messed it
some
all right
inspirational music.
now. Yep.
I need some people to keep these ballista loaded and ready.
All right. Actually, yes, there are 6 people stepping forward who look a bit like they've been on ships before. You can tell they're a little nervous about this, but they just one of them proudly declares that we've served on ships before, just not ones that fly, but damn it all, we're gonna do our best. So just tell us where you need us, sir.
All right. 2 things. First, I'm going to pull out my jug of alcohol. I'm like, go ahead, take a hit of this. It'll help calm your nerves. Second, I need those ballistas loaded constantly.
Yes, sir. So one after the other.
Potions of courage.
Yep, potions of courage.
All right. Yep. So now you at least got 3 people on both ballistas. So yep. Had to look that up, but it did note somewhere that whoops, I way overestimated the number of people. About 60 commoners are on board. 6 of those are competent sailors. So I think I said 300 earlier. I was
Yep.
way off the mark.
It's a much easier amount of people to feed.
Yep. Oh yeah. It did specify that 6 of them are competent sailors, so I don't see why they couldn't help you at least load up some ballistas.
Possible
Yeah.
crewmates for the future.
We'll see how they do.
This is the vetting process.
All right. Well, with that, I suppose that's about the best prep you guys can get out of the way without being able to fire completely.
Has Barf done anything
Yeah.
yet?
Before they
Aren't we
came
setting
aboard,
up
I was
the
gonna set up the
thing?
one. Do we have a ballista too, or just the two? Or catapult? I mean,
No, the mangonel, as it's called, yeah, catapult,
yeah,
whatever we want to
that's
call it.
busted.
That was unfortunately, yeah, very destroyed.
But I just made a new one in the spot.
Oh, you did?
Yes, that
So
was
we
my
have
action.
3 then,
Oh, okay.
or
Well, 2 ballistas and 1 mangonel.
Ooh,
Oh,
it might be
okay.
better.
so I'll
Okay.
go aim the mangonel then.
Y'all
Okay.
didn't hear me when I said that, and then I said I was going
Well, I was confused at what we had.
I'll
Yeah.
help
Okay.
you get it ready too.
Yeah, because a mangonel takes, let's see,
That one takes like 3, doesn't it?
no, a mangonel takes 5.
Oh,
It takes 2 actions to load, 2 actions to aim, and 1 action to fire. It's the ballistas that take 3. And those are properly crewed by those volunteer sailors, so. So, yep, I
Right.
assume pretty much all of you are hanging around the mangonel then,
yeah.
Us 4, Toto.
and Captain Sartell.
Okay, there we go. There's 6 people.
So, well, Toto, I don't think he's gonna be able to help load this thing too well.
Loud?
He'll mostly nudge himself against the rocks that you're trying to load into it.
He's
Maybe look a
Good
little
job.
cute doing it.
Get her
You're
done.
doing great.
All right. Well, yeah. Then with that, let's say you've also at least loaded and done your best to aim this thing for when they get within range. So that's also prepped. All right. And well, then the star moth comes within view, and 3 figures jump on board your ship. Let's see, and
Sorry. Didn't mean to move him.
oh yeah. And let me just load up a little picture of what these fellows look like. Well, I also got this
The
guy.
day the Fire Nation attacked is what this reminds me.
That's
Exactly
yeah,
what I-
literally.
Yeah, they do look very similar.
Yeah.
The Fire Nation.
All right. Well, one who seems to be in the lead declares, "I am Captain Asmadian of the Xeroxis Empire. You have trundled upon our path, and I'm afraid you now must perish, or surrender if you feel like it. Otherwise, we'll simply take your ship down along with this pathetic excuse for a planet. Come, Lieutenant Jollins, Lieutenant Xanth, forward we go." And Captain Sartell just declares, "I don't think I will surrender. I'm very much happy where I am. Thank you."
Indeed.
Hell yeah.
If they really feel like it, the Empire can kiss our bottoms, but I don't know if you have the lips for that. You look quite disgusting.
Now I got a whole lot of bottom to kiss.
This is true.
Ah, filthy individuals and race traders among them. Have you no pride as astral elves?
No, this one didn't even know how to do a sleep.
Well, we don't sleep.
How do you do a sleep?
Xanth's not the time.
So is their ship's close enough for them to jump on to our ship, or did they fly over on something else?
They managed to close enough to jump on.
Hmm.
All right, so then their ship starts to fire their ballistas. The yep. 2 of those. So no, 1 hits and 1 misses, and 3d10. Okay, your ship takes 13 damage.
Who's keeping track? What do we have for life?
Hang on, I got it here. Okay, you had 400 health, so you're at 387 right now.
Okay, minus 13. I'll keep track.
Yep. And, well, the 5, 10, 15, 20, or wait, it's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15. No. Captain Asmadian manages to make his way up there and takes a swipe at Captain Sartell. No, hang on. Wait, I'm making this confusing on myself.
Mm-hmm.
Here we are. All right, takes a swipe with his long sword at her. Oh, wow. And it is a bad miss. And his other one isn't any better. Captain Sartell just dances around this self-proclaimed captain. It's hard to tell beneath his masked face, but you can see he's looking a little embarrassed. It's just that obvious
Wow.
with the mask.
Great job, Captain. Wow.
I am merely lulling her into a false sense of security. Oh, yes, I am very much lulled. I am just, oh, how much more lulled could I get? Okay, yep. And well, with that, it's your team's turn again.
So how many more
Right.
actions do we need to fire this thing? Just two?
Well, you've got everything loaded up, so the mangonel only takes one action. Same with the two ballistas you've got prepped, and you can just, shout over to the crew members you've got there, so they'll know.
Um,
So I take it you're just going to fire everything.
I think that'd be best.
I was gonna run over and attack the other captain with Captain Sartell. Provide support.
Okay. Yep. That's, only one action needs to be used to fire the mangonel right now, so
Mhm.
that's fine.
Who wants to use their action to do it?
Does that action go off of like our own hit ranged attack, I should say?
Well,
Or-
no, it's its own thing. I have the stats here for it. It's let's see. Ballista is +6 and mangonel is +5.
Okay. If you guys all got something to do, I can use my action to fire the mangonel and then
Well,
holler to
before
the.
you do that, let me go first.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a mode of potential as a
Okay.
bonus action. So you can use a D8 to go with your roll if you want, without the other stuff. You already had that, but either way, yeah, you can literally just add a D8 to your roll when you roll for attack to hit. And then I'm going to how far away is the captain from us? Oh, never mind. I see right now. Okay.
Yep, he's on the map.
Oh boy. So how much does that do? I have a plan. I'm sorry. I'm gonna do something really crazy in a second.
Mind if I attack the captain while you go?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's a 19 to take a swipe at her with a right hook.
Ooh.
Yep, that hits the captain. What was his name? Asmadian?
Yeah.
Asmadian?
Yeah.
His name. So it's 5 damage, and I enact my flurry of blows. Go ham on him. That's oh lordy, that's definitely not a hit. 7.
Nope.
Oh. Next attack, 17.
Yep, that hits.
That's 5 more damage, and we'll do a stunning strike. So that's a con save of 13. Otherwise, they're stunned.
Con save. Yep, he's stunned.
Nice. And then
That means attack rolls have advantage against him.
Mm-hmm.
so we'll use my second attack. I'll just do a open hand palm with the left. That's a nat 20.
Oh, all right. Roll to confirm.
Yeah.
Nope, it's just a regular.
Dwarf is kung
Well,
fu fighting.
advantage, so roll again. He's stunned, so
15.
not quite there.
Damn.
So regular hit.
Regular hit. So that's 6. I believe I get another bonus action. It's like every attack I hit with, I get a bonus strike for an unarmed strike.
Oh yeah, unarmed. Yeah. Okay, I think that fits. Yep. All right,
24.
that one hits. Yep.
And then 9 more damage.
You're just
Just
whipping, flailing Jello machine.
Wacky waving inflatable arm Jello man.
Pretty much. As you're just wailing on him and denting his pristine looking armor, and yeah, he's just clearly kind of lost now after your first barrage that stunned him, and now just getting the piss beat out of him.
Come to our ship again. Oh yeah, that's my turn though.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. While that's going on with those guys, I'm going to come over here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Right by the stairs. I'm going to take that bottle I have. I'm going to sit in between both of the lieutenants, Jalen and Xan.
Okay.
And then
Yep,
I'm
right
going
there.
to say fireball. And in a 20-foot 20-foot radius from where I just said that is going to be an explosion of 5d8 worth of let's go with thunder damage. Lightning, I'm sorry. Lightning damage. $25 damage.
Okay. To both of them.
Yep.
Does the
Oh,
ship take
okay.
that damage as well?
That was your glyph of warding on your bottle. Gotcha.
Yes.
Very cool.
Thank you.
With that, you toss your bottle, and they briefly look like a bottle of brandy and a taser bomb.
Taser bomb.
Blorf tried to connect the dots. He rolled a 16.
Okay, yeah. You at least remember him
Oh,
whispering sweet nothings to a bottle at some point.
his whispers are
You assume
powerful.
that's connected.
Yeah, I look over at the group and do a little wink. And then I will do my last action because I'm pretty sure throwing that was my action, unfortunately. So I will take my bonus action and I will Starlight Step back by the Mangalese.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Nice.
I already gave inspiration. Y'all, you still have inspiration, Sarah, and you still have inspiration, Ulu. So
Now, should we fire at their ship? Try to destroy their ship artillery.
Well, their ship probably has like 400 damage like we do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think the last time you guys tried to take out a ship's ballistas and whatnot, it honestly took a bit more time than just attacking the ship itself, because like the weapons have like at least 100 hit points themselves as well.
That's true.
I don't know. It's
We'll just fire on
and
it. I kind of want to salvage their ship because that is a
Ah.
sick looking ship. Ah,
Alright.
I'm gonna blow the wings right off that thing.
All right, so for the mangonel, you want to roll the d20 or
Sure.
okay?
Yeah.
Just a straight D20.
Yep.
And if need
Yep.
be, you can add
Well,
that D8 as well.
Yeah, that attack
yep.
roll
It's
thing.
a +5 from the mangonel itself, but yeah, just roll a flat 20.
So with the +5 is a 22.
Okay.
And you can
Yep,
add a
that
D8
would.
for damage.
Oh, okay. Well,
I had a D8 for damage.
and it's 5 d10s for the damage that the mangonel does.
That's a D8 of damage, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, if you want to add that.
For 28 points of damage. And then the balliste.
Okay, yep, and those are +6s, so you can roll 2 d20s since there's 2 of them.
One of them I got a 23 and the other one a 14.
Okay, the 23 hits, the other one does not. It goes wide.
Okay. And these do how
So
much damage?
3d10.
3d10. For 17 points of damage.
Okay.
And then do I have anything I can do? Because that took my whole action, correct?
Yeah, to fire it as an action, and rather than, being able to do an attack and an extra attack, it's just attacking or action. So in this case, action to fire is your turn.
Yeah, I don't
You
think I
could
have
move,
any.
but
I
yeah.
don't think I have any free actions. Those. Okay. Oh, it's a creature. Okay. I was gonna hunters mark their ship. That's it. That's all I got.
All right. Well, let's see. Captain Sartell, I guess might as well have her take a swipe at the captain. Is let's see. Oh wow. Okay. Let's see.
It'd
That
still
one
have it
hits.
in it, right? But as
Yep,
many
he
and
would
still
still be
stunned.
stunned.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 scimitars and 1 dagger. Okay, that's 1 hit with a scimitar and 1 hit with a dagger. So 7 and oh, okay, 14. With that, Sartell takes out her scimitar and her dagger and just swipes and slashes at the captain, and yeah, just gouges chunks out of his armor as he's still thoroughly stunned. See, and then Syra, if you want to do anything this turn,
I do.
you could.
I want to
Fireball.
cast.
No.
No, I'm just gonna do Scorching Ray on them because I get 3 rays, and there's 3 of them, so it fits. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna
You want to
attack
move
the.
somewhere so you're not hitting your friends?
If I must. Over here.
You also have this thing called Starlight Step.
Oh,
This is also a reminder.
in
Yeah.
case of emergency.
Okay, so I'm gonna fire at the captain guy first because he's stunned. So
Yep, so he'd be with advantage.
19
Okay,
Ooh.
that hits. Well,
and that does 6 damage.
You can add that.
But
oh yeah, you could add your motive potential for an additional D8.
okay, let's do that. Let's just kill this guy apparently. Bro,
Was that the goal?
4. That's fun.
Well,
Okay.
he's very scorched.
Then the next one, the first one up the stairs kind of guy, 26.
That hits.
Dang.
And he'll take 7 damage. And then the other dude. And 14 to hit.
That goes wide.
Darn. Okay. I couldn't get them all. But yeah, that's my turn.
Good turn.
Okey-do. Well, oh yeah, and Toto. Can't forget him.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And Toto.
Okay, come in. Ah, there we go.
Come on, Toto.
And Toto has his, let's see, first his Dazing Ray and then his Frost Ray. And, well, he saw you go after the captain guy, so might as well keep attacking him. So Dazing Ray,
Finish
Wisdom save. Nope. He was
Oh,
Oh, advantage
yeah.
though?
Well, his attacks are just wisdoms, are just saving throws for Toto. So I go. Would that be disadvantage? Actually,
Yes.
hang on.
I think it is when they're stunned.
No, you're DM. You make the call.
Right? Yeah. It's up to you on what you think.
Automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws. So I guess technically a wisdom saving throw is still possible.
Okay.
Okay. So
Good to know.
but the frost ray that he fires after that is a dexterity saving throw, so that does do damage.
It failed.
Oh my gosh, fireball is a dexterity saving throw. I'm just saying.
Oh.
Yep. The captain. Toto just suddenly yells out fireball, even though he's firing off a frost ray, and
Yes.
Stop it.
captain freezes over and plunks down. He's now a very dead popsicle.
Good job, Toto.
Good job,
Oh.
Toto.
Did finish him. Wow.
That'll teach you to chill out.
Oh.
Oh.
Mm.
The lieutenants just say to themselves, "You know what hurts worse, death of the captain or that pun?"
Oh, now you're just being cold.
Okay, it's clearly the puns that are hurting. Yes, very much so.
No, I'll save it for vicious mockery.
Good call. All right. Well, with that, yep, it's the other crew's turn, and they fire off their ballistas. Let's see, where was? There we go. Okay. Also +6s. Oh, whoops. What am I rolling? Oh, okay. One misses, and the other one manages to hit. So D10. 18 damage.
Great googly moogly.
Mm.
I wasn't talking to you. Phone.
Googly moogly.
And calling googly moogly.
Yeah,
Amazing.
they also rig up their mangonel. Oh, and that misses. All right, shot goes wide as a rock sails overhead. With that, 5, 10, 15, 20. He goes over there, and Kenneth Xanth goes over there. Jalen decides to take a swipe at Blorf.
Love.
I'm here to receive thy punishment.
For the captain! And all right, first longsword hits, second one misses. All right, he does 3 slashing damage and 6 radiant damage with his longsword. He slices at Blorf.
Radiance.
Heal the might of Xeroxus!
Ugh,
That it?
name.
The other one decides to go after Syra. Ooh, misses badly. And oh, hits. All right. Does 9 slashing and 4 radiant damage.
Okay. I'm gonna use Hellish Rebuke, by the way.
Ah,
Burn for it.
A
is that
staple
any
of
sort of
Jayla's.
save?
It's a dexterity 13.
Ah, okay.
Anything that touches her character ends
He
up getting
succeeds.
burned.
Okay, takes half damage.
Ah,
So 6 damage. Okay, and then I took 12, right?
9 and 4, so 13.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. No math.
Up, he takes a swipe at you, looks triumphant, or kind of chuckles in glee. Ha ha! And then he burns for it. Ah! Foul race traitor!
Oh.
I don't understand when he says that. Does he mean how we trade with races, or I'm very confused here. I have weird terms.
He's saying he wants Fireball. That's what
Oh,
I hear.
Never thought of it that way before.
I
All
thought
right,
he may
well,
want a cloud of daggers.
Hmm.
seems a little close for that.
Oh, cloud of daggers, pish posh. I can set it in a square. There's only a 5-foot radius on each side, so.
Ah,
I can run.
well, with that, it's your crew's turn.
Okay then. Well, we're gonna have to reload this ballista, aren't we?
Yeah.
Well, the
Alright,
ballistas have their own crew.
Yeah,
The
the ballistas
Mangonel.
recruit.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, back.
Mangonel.
Yeah, if you want to fire the mangonel, you'll have to team up basically to get the 5 steps out of the way.
I have a
Yeah,
You
question.
could also keep fighting the
Yeah,
lieutenants and let the rest of the crew just fire the ballistas.
I think that's the best course.
Yeah.
Mm.
How far away is the other ship from me?
Well, they were able to leap, so it's pretty close, like less than uh 10 feet or so.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
Hmm.
I wonder.
We might set the other ship on fire. It's fine.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna cast Cloud of Daggers right between those boys. They can both take some damage. And should I do
Okay.
it at 3rd level?
Might hurt
I
me.
shall. No, you're fine. Where you are.
Yeah,
Okay,
where
good.
where exactly are you gonna cast that? Like which square?
Oh.
Put a
oh,
dot.
oh shit.
Yeah, I need to know.
Why weren't they on my map? They were not there. They were over on the other side.
Oh, maybe it didn't load properly.
Yeah, your
Hmm.
map did not update. Because we are very close to them.
Oh, where I said it. Everyone would be fine, but you.
But me?
Yeah. Hey, you go first. Ladies first.
How do I astral step? I need
It's
to
a
get
bonus
far
action.
away. Okay.
Think
How
of
far?
was 30 feet.
Yep, 30
something
feet.
like that.
It's your walking speed.
So I could go over here and get the hit away.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna do that.
Okay.
And then I want to cast Fireball on the other ship. Preferably towards where they're loading their like big weapon thing.
Mangonel.
That.
That thing.
The thing.
The
Let's
thing.
see. All right. Well, it's yeah, that's like right at the top of the ship, so that's at least a pretty good thing to aim for.
Okay. It is, hold on. I'm trying to get that away. Dexterity of 16.
Well, it's a ship, so it doesn't really have dexterity.
But I'm aiming it like I thought there were people near the mangonel. So
Oh, okay. Yep, there's several plasmoids working on it.
Oh no.
Raiders.
I don't think they had a choice in the matter.
yeah, so it's a dex of 16, and if they win, they could take half damage.
Okay, dex of 16.
Hopefully, we light the ship on fire too.
Let's see.
Fingers crossed.
Well, that one failed. That one succeeded. That one succeeded. that one's failed. And that one failed. So 3 of them failed.
Okay. 29 damage.
Let's see.
Let's mark
Half of
that in my
that's
thoughts.
10, 5. Okay. Yeah. None of them survived that.
Jeez.
You just thoroughly torched 5 plasmoids that were manning that mangonel, and yeah, which is now definitely on fire.
Congratulations.
You.
Sarah's
Nicely
eyes gotta
done.
be like all lit up at this point, just excited to see that kind of carnage and destruction.
You just see a burst of flame and plasmoids flailing around desperately, covered in flames, as they finally just burst from the sheer heat of things and splash themselves all over the place, but it does nothing to quench these nightmarish flames that are just
Fire's
engulfing
thirst.
the uppermost deck of the Star Moth.
Cannot wait to write home about this. They're gonna love it.
Yes, you did have quite a different upbringing than me. All right, well now in that case, I'm going to cast Cloud of Daggers. Not you moved. 3rd level. So should be a total of 11 damage for those 2.
Where is it exactly? Oh, up there. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
There, yep, they start getting shredded by your cloud of daggers, and screaming in pain, and just you could see one of them glance over at the ship, what has the mangonel deck now on fire, and just you could see him wince in shock at that.
Oh, it's nothing to fall apart over. Each one of you guys deserve to be get a little inspiration. So you know what, Blorf? Prepare to be inspired.
Oh, I'm very inspired. I'm ready. You don't even know. I'm gonna take my turn. Step over 5 feet at Lieutenant Jalen, and gonna try to put him through the grinder. Let's start off with a good old kick. 23 hit. Yeah, judo kick.
That hit.
So he's going to take 6 for that. And incur the flurry of blows. Finish him. 18 to hit.
Yep.
So you're going to take a right hand for 9 damage. And then we'll finish off with a left kick. It definitely hits. It's a 21.
I love how you have an entire combo set up for this.
6 damage. And then I'm going to incur a dex save of 13. Otherwise, you're getting pushed 15 feet through the blender.
Well, he's already dead, so.
Oh. Well, for dramatic effect, I mean, does he fly?
Yeah, no. You're just going to shove him off board?
Yeah, I think it's just going to be in a straight line. I was hoping to hit the other lieutenant, but it's not going to work out that way. It'll be next to him, though. Intimidation factor.
Well, you shove him through the cloud of daggers, so yeah, it's just you hear something vital snap and then shove him back as he just gets hacked apart by the cloud of daggers, and yeah, his bits and pieces kind of flail around and
This
fly
is some shit out
past
of Mortal
Lieutenant
Kombat.
Zan.
It's like the spike pit, but it's in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lieutenant Zan is just recoiling in horror now, as this was massively brutal to witness, and
Give him
he is not liking his odds now.
the series monk stare. You're next.
I'm going
Blast.
to run over here and prepare an attack. With Squirrel Popper. 28.
Holy shit.
That hits.
Right between the eyes, Captain.
For 16.
Well, how do you want to kill him?
Right between the eyes.
Well,
Good call, Blurf.
he recoils in horror from his fellow lieutenant's body parts flying around him. Then he just turns to look at you, and you just pop him right between the eyes. You blow it right through his helmeted face.
No,
Guys.
that's what I call a head like a hole.
Captain Sartell just groans quietly. Oh,
Anybody else
your,
want some?
your ballista crew also
Oh, yeah.
peppers the Star Moth with a few shots as well, but you can see it's already starting to peel away. It's decided, no, fuck this. Star Moth is starting to retreat.
I mean, their top brass dead, their ship's on fire. I mean,
Captain Sartell, do you want to give chase, or are we going to let them pass?
I'm afraid they're a lot faster than us, so they'll easily slip away from us.
Fair enough.
We may be able to board if we feel so inclined, but it's definitely going to be a near thing if we don't hurry.
What say the rest of the crew? Shall we take the ship, or shall we let it go?
I mean, it's already got a lot of fire damage.
Yeah. Plus, we got all these people we got to worry about here.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
more than we thought.
Yep. Yeah, we'll let them go for now.
For now.
For now.
Let that be a warning to you.
Yeah. Stay off our property! You hear?
All right. Well, yep. With that, the ship, the what I call it, the Star Moth, just peels away and does its best to retreat. You do see more plasmoids briefly on the very top deck trying to put out the flames with relative success. But yeah, they're definitely limping away at this point. Was a pretty brutal beatdown. Well, so with that, you've successfully fended off this incursion of astral elves. Unfortunately, you don't really know what they were even doing here right now. They're rather
Yeah.
mysterious.
Uh,
David, you definitely don't have good memories of the Xeroxan Empire.
Oh no, not in the least. I have no love lost for seeing my own fellow kind get shredded like that.
You know,
I might even spit where they were standing. God.
and Dave, you seem a little extra hostile towards these folks.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have a problem with authority.
Hell yeah, brother. Don't tread on me.
That's right.
yes, and
Rights for all.
can't get any worse with authority than the Xeroxan Empire. Bunch of louts think they're so much better than everyone because of a shiny star.
Tell me.
Well fought, everyone. Definitely good to be able to fight off an incursion like that. We should definitely make for the Rock of Brawl, though. Plenty of people who I'm sure would love to get away from this unfortunate world and further incursions like this.
Indeed.
With that, you're able to take a long rest.
Yay.
I
think we should celebrate with a
Captain.
drink.
Yep, good idea. You all have a bit of a celebration and manage to lift the mood up a little for these scared people. You know, it's still a pretty dark moment for their home world, but you know, you showed that hey, there's things worth fighting for, and
Indeed.
Randy.
Oh yeah.
And I don't
As you
think
have
they'd
some-
tell us no because we just murdered a bunch of people and they saw us.
You
There
guys
is
better be
that.
ready to party, or we're going to murder you.
Let's hope you don't invite them like that.
Did I say you can stop fucking dancing?
Drink.
Yep. As you celebrate, Captain Sartell does note that she has a hunch that those astrals might have something to do with what's happening on the planet Toral. But other than that, though, she might know someone on Brawl who would be willing to help your group solve that mystery, or maybe even deal with that event. Fortunately, that's about the best she can do. She just would rather be on her way after helping these people find their way to Brawl.
Kidoki.
Yep. Long rest. Rest of the journey is pretty relaxing. Do a couple of odd jobs keeping the ship in shape. Maybe show some of the regular people a little about how you pilot a ship like this. Sartell tells you of some of her adventures throughout the wild space, including a friendly solar dragon and some not so friendly space clowns. Ugh.
I regale her
Space
with
I can't
stories.
believe you just told the space clown thing.
Regale her with tales of Boson Tarto, love of my life.
Okay.
I'm gonna show
I deeply miss her.
show the
Do you
commoners.
just talk of your love, or do you get into intimate details of love making?
A gentleman never sleeps and tells.
Ah, fair enough.
But I'll
So
tell
just-
this lady.
Oh my.
Okay, she takes a big old swig of brandy as she needs some to deal with that image. But yeah, after some time of traveling, the ship slows unexpectedly. Around you on all sides, colossal chunks of rock float in the void. Some of them are overgrown with vegetation, while others are bare stone. Creatures resembling jellyfish and rays glide through the spaces between them. Captain Sartell, however, looks about uneasily. Plenty of places for pirates to hide. As if on cue, a vessel lurking behind a nearby asteroid comes into view. Its enormous spiral shell merged with an open bow, beneath which long tentacles wave as if caught in an invisible current. Sartell sucks in a breath through her teeth and whispers her next words. Mind flayers.
Shit.
Hmm.
And that's where we leave off for tonight.
Mind flayers.
Sushi.
Perhaps one of them is the Emperor.
It's not to be trusted.
Infests my dreams with his half-naked body.
Wrong
Rest
game.
his
Wrong
tentacly
game.
body.
Wrong game.
Oh, that was a lot of fun, Rube.
It was.
Thanks for hosting
Yeah.
tonight.
Yep. I think we had a pretty good start on this adventure so far.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I appreciate it. I was a little hesitant because I'm not big into like Star Wars and spacey stuff, so I was a bit hesitant on Spelljammer, but it's pretty cool. I like it. I like the
I
spacefaring.
love it. It reminds me of
Me
Treasure
too.
Planet. That's why I'm so excited about it. I love Treasure Planet. So I'm like, yeah.
Oh yeah, that was an awesome movie.
Yeah, no, we're in space, but it's like the sea, so it's like we're sailors, but in the astral plane. So I think it's cool.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
hey,
been fun.
Get back up there.
Get back
Oh,
up
yeah.
there.
Very nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are those the actual miniatures from the adventure?
Well, yeah, I got a grab bag packet of Spelljammer miniatures, and the
Oh.
first one, surprisingly enough, had Captain Sartell and one of the Astral Blights.
Nicely
then,
done.
Yeah, and then I don't know. I got 2 more packets, so I got a couple more things like one of the random Astral Elf warriors, and like I briefly showed, a little space guppy,
It's awesome.
and maybe some other things that I'll show off when they're relevant.
Oh.
Yeah, you just wait over there.
Well, all right.
I want to
That
know.
was,
Yeah.
that was a good that was a good adventure there.
Indeed.
Good sesh.
Well, interesting thing with this campaign is that they have it pretty thoroughly chopped into pieces. So technically, we just went through 2 sections of this bit.
Wow.
They have it whole set up so after each section, there's basically a bit of a cliffhanger to lead into the next one.
Yeah.
So,
Bum 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 ba-da-dum.
so you skipped over one, but yeah, not a big loss since we just went straight into
There's
it.
a rather nasty one upcoming, it sounds like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Be interesting.
Yeah, so Maya, you guys have played Baldur's Gate, and I know from the intro that you know what a nautiloid looks like. So
Oh, yes.
Uh-huh.
This is gonna be fun.
so
Yeah.
you've got that looming in front of you
That's the
among a
dream
debris
dude,
field.
right?
Yeah, the Emperor.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, squid
Mind
face.
Flayer, so most likely not the Emperor, but a squid face like him.
Okay.
That's at least what a Mind
There's
Flayer
more
is.
than one mind player. There's a lot
Yeah.
of mind players
Yeah.
out there.
Mind Flayers, like this without the
Yeah.
eye patch.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I want to
Yeah,
flay your mind.
But I have no
AKA
mind.
brain. If we can get that ship though, oh doggy,
Mm. Mm-hmm.
we can go anywhere we want.
Anywhere we desire. Want to pilot a new ship sooner?
Yeah.
Yes.
You guys want to visit a hell dimension? A lot of fun.
You want to
All
visit a
the
hell
fire.
dimension?
Yep.
Do you want to
No.
come and flay?
Hey. It's been a while since you've been outside. Come eat some brains with me today.
Yep, that's
I guess
the
that'll,
beginning on Seeds of Destruction, I'd say.
yeah.
All
Next
right, I
time we
guess,
try to save our brains, so I guess that'll be it for now, huh? Until the next
Yep,
D&D
that'll be
session.
it for the night.
Mhm.
Wait, does
Uh,
Dwarf have a brain?
I don't think so.
Question.
I really don't.
The nemesis,
I
the
think
true
it's more
nemesis
like a
of the
nervous
mind
system
flayer.
kind of
Like-
spread throughout.
Yeah, it's more like just another sack of jelly, maybe. It looks like a brain.
Maybe plasmoids are the Mind Flayer dessert food, you know, like pudding or something.
Gelatinous brain.
Jello. There's always room for Jello.
Yeah, they must really love plasmoids then.
Guess we'll find out next time.
Yeah.
Hopefully not.
Maybe if Ulu's lucky, he won't be enough of a meal.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
The extra gunpowder in there.
Good luck finding it. Ha!
But, that'll be it for tonight then. We'll be back
Yep.
next Monday for some more Baldur's Gate. Speaking of mind flayers,
Well,
we'll continue our journey from there, and then we'll be playing this again, not next Friday, but the Friday after, so 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
as long as we remain on schedule.
Right.
Mhm.
Make sure to check out our socials. We'll update you guys, Facebooks and whatnot.
Well,
I'll put the links in the
Yeah.
chat when we're done here.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you all for joining us, and everybody have a great night. And thanks for hanging out.
Well,
Bye-bye.
Bye.
bye.